Hello, hello, welcome back. Negasister is here, she's still alive. And we're in RFD again. We have not worried about the whole let's try and be the only plate user in the group rule. I think basically just came to the realization that just ain't gonna happen. So, we're just going in here as well just to try and get some XP. I'm a little bit disheartened that these mobs are actually grey. We're not going to be getting X. Oh. Well, 36 is okay. 34 is not. We'll find out if 35 works as well. We have a rare opportunity here. We are actually DPSing because the group I joined already had a paladin healer that was lower level than me. So this is a first. In fact, they actually asked if I could tank. Which immediately I said, yes, I've been waiting for this opportunity. And it was at that point that I realized, hang on a sec, you don't have any weapon skill, Negasister. You are not going to be able to tank. So, on the extremely rare opportunity, we are actually DPSing. I also seem to be pulling threat off this warrior, which is a little bit worrying, if I do say so. I don't currently have salvation, but I can fix that. I can get salvation if I need it. How much health does this guy have? So this guy's actually got less health than me, the warrior tank. I don't know how this is going to go. We'll get some feedback from the healer. We will keep our a bubble hearth ready if required. I am doing salvation and might. What aura am I running? I will put on ret. That was a question from the other one. Yes, this is going to be interesting. Honestly, looking in a mirror at myself right now, I'm probably more confident than I should be with here. I've got it in my head that now that I've done this a couple of times, that this is just easy street. And that's usually the times where you do end up dying in hardcore. So we are going to take this as if it was the first time we're in here. And we're not sort of out-leveling it by a little bit. And we're going to take this very seriously, make sure we don't die. There are a lot of grey mobs, so 36 is the minimum for us to get XP, unfortunately. Put my seal on. Yeah, I think I've got threat on 2 of these. Yeah, I don't know about this. Why do I keep getting threat? Okie dokie, let's put our stuff back on. Boom. I'm going to give myself salve this time. See if that makes a difference. But yeah, but one of the big reasons we're here, besides the fact that, of course, I would love the chess piece. That is the big goal. Where's that mage video? It is. I just want a bit of XP. I feel like we need that little bit more. I was looking at Tanaris, lots of 75 and up quests. We are 74. I'd love to be 75 before we go there. And one really good thing to do when you have a lot of rested XP is go and knock out a dungeon. This is threading the needle. I don't know if I like this pull, although I'm sure we'll be fine if we do get 1 extra. We'll be ready to stun this if it runs. No need. Now, I'll tell you what. When I heal in these things, I find it very difficult to talk because I am like an eagle watching those health bars and trying to make sure everyone is safe. DPSing, I'm feeling a lot more free. In fact, well, I feel a lot more I feel less observant of my surroundings. I think that would be the best way to describe it. If someone was in danger right now, I probably wouldn't know it until it was too late. Uh, in saying that, I feel much easier to talk. Let's make sure this is a good pull. We're not double pulling anything. Mana's definitely an issue. I'm learning that pretty quickly. Yeah, so let's talk about the reason why I have half a level of rested experience. Why isn't he pulling the ones on the left? This is a interesting pull. Would love it if the rogue, or I don't know if mages have a ranged interrupt yet. It would be great if someone brought that one in. Let's take a little bit more of a side step and we could line of sight that. He's living dangerously, this tank. I can already see the tendencies. He likes to thread the needle. He likes to squeeze through packs and skip things. I don't like this tank off first impressions. Locked chest. We'll find out if the rogue has lockpicking or not. Yeah, so the reason I have half a level of rested XP, where is he going? I'm just going to go in, man. I don't know what this guy's doing. Oh, he's probably waiting for mana on the mage. I mean, the mage can take a pack off. I think that's totally fine. I'll have a drink after this as well. I have been doing Icecrown Citadel. Now, yes, this video is coming out a little bit after the release of Icecrown Citadel, but part of that reason I was trying to get ahead on my video schedule was because I knew I was going to be busy. I knew I was going to be putting a lot of time into ICC and doing dungeons, and that is exactly what I have been doing. I have done a full clear of ICC 10, which was very fun, brought back a lot of memories. Unfortunately, the majority of it was on normal mode. We did do loot ship, of course, and I think we would have been able to do Marrowgar as well, but you know, we had a certain time window, so we wanted to make sure that we would be ready. We would be ready to go before we would get it, you know, have a look at Lich King and stuff like that. So we pretty much did all normals. Let's get these grouped up. It was good fun though. We did kill the Lich King on normal, which, you know, if you're in a hardcore raiding team, maybe that's not so impressive. But for us casual guys, you know, that was pretty fun. Took us a couple of attempts, but it was one of those encounters where every attempt we did got a little bit better. There was no stagnation, and that's really what I'm looking for when I'm doing a raid. I'm making sure that if we're not getting it on the first attempt, that every attempt after that, we're getting a little bit better, a little bit more progress. And yeah, that was a great moment. Everyone was really happy to get the Lich King down. We've also had 2 nights of 25s. I think we got 9 of 12 down. We just kind of ran out of time in the end. We had different people coming in at different times as well because it wasn't our regular raid nights. Yeah, people shuffling in and out of the squad made it more of a challenge. I'm actually pretty sure we'll get to see... I feel confident that we'll get to have a look at Lich King in week 2. Just because of all the amount of explanation that's already done with, that we won't have to do again. No chest. That is a shame. This is officially the last time we're going to be in here. because there's, as much as I want the chest, it just doesn't make sense to come in here with grey mobs. Where's the rest of our team? An open chest, the rogue says. I don't really care. Chests suck. Yeah, so that was fun. Really looking forward to week 2 with a more stable roster on our normal, regular raiding nights, and see how far we can go because of that. What did I do? I'm not used to like knowing what I have to do to DPS in the dungeon anymore. I tried to put a Seal of Wisdom up there. I don't know what I did. But it was not a Seal of Wisdom. I've probably put my other seal on before I've judged it or something. But yeah, lots of fun. I've also been smashing out the random dungeon finder. I am a little bit more of a purist with no changes. But I think with the state of the game currently, similarly to how it was... hang on a sec. Are they listening? Yes, they are. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I guess I'm going to be tanking these skeletons. Interesting that I can't see... Oh, he's gone. He is going in. And he's getting hammered. Actually, no. Oh, well, the mage is here, so this is... You know, oh my goodness. What's going on? Where am I? Where am I? I'm hitting the boss, that's all I know. Okay, I understand what Wes was talking about with the Hammer of Wrath now. That does feel very good to use, even though I didn't use it there. It's got a charge up, which it doesn't later on. But I did use it on a mob outside, and where is the tank going? He is... Don't know where he's going. Tank's just kind of doing his own thing, I think. He is on his way back. Cool. Oh god, what was I talking about? No idea, but yeah, I've been doing the dungeon grind, getting any... because obviously you can get the new currency that allows you to get things like trinkets and stuff that you might have missed from TOC. As well as the primordial Serenite, which is needed for crafting Shadow's Edge and Shadowmourne, as well as the crafting recipes need a bunch of that stuff as well. And seems we're getting a little bit split up here. There we go. I wonder how many of these guys know each other. So I think all these guys in the Death Guild probably know each other. They were talking at the start, quite chummy. So it looks like it's me and the tank, the odd ones out. Hopefully he doesn't pull this. Cool. Here's a piggy. Yeah, ICC's been great fun. One little thing I ran into that I was not expecting, because we're just trying to do normals for the first week, other than loot ship. Again, similar to the 10-man idea. Honestly, a lot of the ICC stuff, it's way more mechanics over, like DPS burst. I mean, sure that there's some fights where it's really useful to have strong DPS, but for the most part, our barrier to defeating encounters is going to be knowing the mechanics. And we had a lot of people, even though we were doing 10 mans during the day, we had a lot of people that still just had no idea what they had to do in any of the fights. So yeah, going full normal modes. Obviously, we're getting normal loot as well. I am the loot guy. I wear a lot of hats in the team, but loot guy is one of them. And you know, I was like, oh, you know, people probably aren't going to be too fussed about this normal loot because we're just going to be replacing it before too long with heroic gear. So I'm like, oh, let's just do some roll-offs, not take it too seriously. Well, let me tell you, people were taking that normal loot very seriously. I was getting a lot of DMs, a lot of suggestions, a lot of ideas, a lot of questions and queries. A lot of, hey, this should go to me, hey, this should go to that guy, hey, this shouldn't go to them, blah, blah, blah. Took me by surprise. We're not normally a team that is particularly loot-focused, but, well, it's something I have to prepare for now, make sure that I'm ready for the loot next week, because roll-offs did not satisfy the masses. We'll have to have a think about that in between times where I'm filming videos for the channel and working out boss strategies and etc, etc. So it's going to be busy times. Busy boy I am right now. What do these look like? But I thought I have a small little window here where I don't have anything to do before dinner, so I thought, you know what, I'll just jump onto hardcore. Don't let my rested get too high, and see if I can get half a level. That's my goal today. Let's get halfway through 44. We've got the Stranglethorn Pirate quest, which I'm still thinking by the time I get there, I might chicken out again. And if that's the case, we've still got Feralis/Feralis, however you want to pronounce it. We've still got some turn-ins there, and probably some sort of easy-ish, like Yeti Hide. That's within our range now, 46. I think we should be able to hopefully get to 45 with all of that. And if that is the case, we'll be nice and free to go to Tanaris, and we're going to be spending a lot of time there, I think. Where is the boss? I wonder if you guys are also doing ICC. I'm not exactly sure when this video is going to be coming out, but it might be close to probably at the end of the week, end of the WoW week / maybe very, very start of the first reset of the week. Let's pump this fellow. Needs to get back into the practice of putting Seal the Crusader on. Not used to having extended fights like this when I'm DPSing. What does that do? Cannot cast spells, okay. Okay, cool, so I was not paying attention, but we did top DPS there. That's neat. Wasn't really expecting that. Back we go. Don't think I've ever seen it drop. What is he complaining about? This is... Oh, they must be talking about this one that did drop. Pretty sure I've also had the green gloves drop every other time. Well, congratulations to you, sir. It's probably a very good wand for your level. Where are these guys not coming? What's going on? They are going the other way. Am I dropping down, they're asking. Well, maybe there is a shortcut that I'm not aware of. This guy does seem to... he seems like he likes taking shortcuts, so I'm just going to take his word for it. Oh, of course, yes, yes, of course there's a... this is the one that we mentioned before that we've never done, of course, because we were just happy clearing, but yeah, you can jump down near the start and skip a bunch, so if they want to do that, we can do that. Considering a lot of these guys aren't even giving me XP. Our AoE is not great, but not the worst either. We're outdoing the rogue, who is 4 levels below us, which does make a difference. I would imagine if he was my level, he would probably be doing the same amount of DPS as me on in that AoE pack. Did he use Blade Flurry? He did. Okay, so that's good. It means I am beating him even when he uses his biggest cooldown. Meanwhile, I need to buff some people. Since I'm doing okay, like even when I do pull thread, I feel like I'm just as tanky as the tank. So I'm going to give myself a might instead of a salvation. This will be the moment where I rewind the video back to when I said this after I'm dead from overthreating. Hopefully that doesn't actually end up happening. And we are out of... oh, it's worth a gold. Maybe. Alright, someone tried to sell it for a gold doesn't mean it's actually worth a gold. Liking that pullback. I'm very happy that he didn't charge in on that. Can't wait to get my AoE Holy... It's not Holy Wrath, because that's Hammer Wrath. It's Holy something. Maybe it is Holy Wrath. There's a lot of Holies and a lot of Wraths in Paladin skills. But that would be perfect on a pack like that. Be salivating at the being able to use that. Not sure when we get it. XP's coming along nicely. About a quarter of a level. Setting us up nicely to finish off with a couple of quests at the end. Alright. Just going to follow this guy. I do not know where the quote-unquote jump down spot is. This isn't much of a jump down. I think we're just taking an actual path down. Not sure if this is actually saving us time or not. Got our mana users up the back having a drink. Just gonna check again. I'm very certain that there's nothing else we can even use here. We've got the chest, we've got the helm. Dagger we can't use. Yeah, so we are just here for XP. Where is this guy going? That's alright. I will when I get some time, I'll put some more work into our blacksmithing. Hopefully I can find a nice little plate chest I can make somewhere along the line. So that we can finally get out of this male one. Which has lasted us a very long time. It's lasted us 20 levels. That's nearly half of our lifetime. Here comes the boss. Probably going to pull it. Unless the rogue is able to distract it. Mage is already... We got the DPS, remember, he says. Yeah, but you don't have the tankiness, buddy. That's the problem. Just chucked a Seal of Wisdom on there because I was quite low, but maybe not necessary. Hey, he's doing alright. I wonder if he popped a cooldown, or if this is just not him not taking damage. Because this guy does, he doesn't hit softly. Cool, cool. And I'm doing alright on DPS, happy about that. The rogue is very happy about these shoulders. It's a lot of stamina. I'm sure it's better than whatever he has, though. Reapply our buffs. I'm back here. It's going to be sad leaving this place behind. I'm not looking forward to Uldaman or Zul'Farrak. Not looking forward to those at all. Oh. Where is he taking these? Pretty sure. Oh no, it looks like they're still in my consecrate, or they were at least. Yeah, go on. We got the DPS, that's what you keep saying. Don't know why he's scared of this one. I guess that is the silence pack. If you're dealing with a silencer, you just don't want that healer getting silenced accidentally. Especially if he's stupid like the last healer we had that kept going into consecrate on silence packs. Was me, by the way, if you don't get the joke. I think I've got threat back. Yep, there we go. Bring it back in. Happy doing a little bit of off-tanking as long as it's not on big bosses. Then again, now that I think about it, I probably could have just tanked wearing exactly what I'm wearing. It's not like I have any plate gear I can swap on. It's literally just a sword and a shield, which I don't even know if I need it. This guy doesn't seem to. He's been using a two-hander the whole time. Then again, though, like, maybe he just trusts the healer. I don't know. We've got another roll-off. I don't know what this is for. I'm going to guess there is a chest. Oh, there is a chest. Let's test my luck. No luck. Speaking of luck, I did get a little bit of luck with Icecrown Citadel in Wrath of the Lich King. Normally, there's been a running joke here that is very much true. I have terrible luck in Wrath with rolls. Whenever there's like a really big ticket item, I feel like most of the time the only way I end up getting that item is when someone is nice. They'll win it and then they'll say, Neg, you deserve it, and then I get it. That's about the only time I pick up something big. But I have worked out of week 1 with 2 nice axes on my rogue. The offhand is the Biss. That's off the loot ship, so that's great. I've can't get anything better in my offhand after week 1. That's very good. Of course, main hand's more important, but that's I've had a lot of bad luck with weapons in Wrath, where I've gone through full phases without seeing a weapon drop, and you know, everyone's got stories like this, right? It's nothing particularly unique to me. there's only so much, you know, with 25 people, there's generally going to be someone that misses out. So, as for the main hand, I got the axe in the 10-man. Now, I'm an orc, which means axes are really good. I think, so there's a sword option as well, which I'm kind of leaning away from taking. I think this particular axe I got, it's either second or third bis, even though it's from 10-man. And the only thing better from it is a heroic Lich King, which is something that, honestly, I might never kill. It's not really something on our team radar. If it happens, amazing, but I'm definitely not waiting for a moment like that. So yeah, 2 weapons. They're the axes that go on your back and hang over the top of your shoulders. Like a pig in mud. I'm very happy about that. Couldn't ask for much more. We had a Deathbringer's Will drop as well. Keeping in mind it is the normal mode version, because we are just doing normals again. And yeah, that that caused a bit of controversy as well, because people really wanted that trinket, even though it's the normal version. Basically, the way I handled it was, hey, if you take this normal mode Deathbringer's Will, you're not going to be getting the heroic version. And in my mind, I'm like, man, it's going to be hard to convince people to take this, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be willing to wait to make sure they get the heroic version. And literally everyone went in for it. Everyone basically said, nah, I don't care. Give it to me now. I want it now. You know, there can only be one winner. There can only be one winner. So you get feedback on that. Why wasn't it me? Why? I shouldn't talk like that. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, just questions. People, you know, I understand when there's something you really want and you don't get it. You want to have an explanation of why you didn't get it, especially if you think that it should have gone to you, whether right or wrong. So, doing that explanation mid-raid is very gross, and I tell people, no, don't ask me these questions during raid. You can ask me after. But you know, the 5 or 6 days in between raids, I am available. Anyone can come and have a chat with me and sort it out, because I'm by no means infallible. I can certainly make mistakes when handing out loot to people. It's interesting. If you are raiding, I wonder what kind of loot rules your raid team has. I don't think there's ever really a right way or a wrong way to do loot. I just think there are different ways, and a lot of that is dependent on your team makeup. Not your class makeup, but your actual personalities, sweat levels. We are a casual team, so for the most part, we use EPGP, which is a system where when you take an item, you gain points, and that kind of like it'll calculate it to tell you basically when. Make sure that the loot is being shared around. If you take something, then it is decreasing the chance that you're going to get the next item until everyone else has picked something up. But I also throw in a bit of loot counseling, which honestly I would like to be a little bit more picky with, but I've just been sticking with the general theme of the raid, and Frost Aura, please, if you have it. What's he using? He's using Devotion, so I'll put Frost on. I don't think reflection damage is going to be particularly important on this. Can you share? I think someone's asking for a quest share, which is not... Yeah, that's not going to happen. Do I have everything on? I don't have my weapon stone on, but I don't think it's going to be necessary here. Alrighty, let's go. This is the one where I've got to make sure I'm not pulling threat, which I am already doing. But let's look at my... I mean, he's tickling me. I think that's totally fine. Come the ads. See if I can pick him up. Oh, boom, boom. That was way easier than last one. 2 items, neither of which I need. So congratulations to anyone that may have needed that. We've got a mage. Sweet. Mage can send us home, hopefully. Then again, I don't really need... I'm not going to be using my Hearthstone for a while. Cheers. Thank you for the run. A little bit sad that I didn't get the chest, but we will find another chest. Alrighty, so I'm going to be doing a bit of traveling now. I'm going to head to Stranglethorn Vale again. For what may be a waste of time, I'm not sure yet. I have got a sneaking feeling that I might end up getting to that pirate ship, seeing a 3-pack and going, nah, I'm not doing this. But we'll see. I'll give it a chance because I really want that quest XP. And there are multiple quests there in that same spot. So I will see you when I get back to the pirate ships. Alrighty, we are back. Yeah, this is already making me feel uncomfortable. Oh, now we've... Alright, so we've instantly got 3 here. What am I backing myself into here? So we can handle this. I'm just going to bubble here. And kill her. Let's get a bandage off. Bubble's about to end. Stun the fireball. Use a big pot. Boy, what do I have left? Probably should have used a fire aura. Oh, I don't even have might on. Or did Bubble remove that? Yeah, look, I've definitely not played that as well as I could have. I was kind of in 2 minds about escaping or staying. That easily could have been a death there. So I think I need to refocus here. Just got through... Well, on my travel here, I was posting a big post to Discord talking about ICC. I think I need to be in the moment, focusing on what I'm doing and not doing triple pulls. Let's get our mana up. Make sure we're fully buffed. Hopefully that is the hardest pull of the boat. The fact that both sides, the closest thing is a caster, makes it a little bit hard. So I think I'm going to have to engage it and just run. Run until it's off the boat. Such a thick density of enemies here. Is he 47? How is this a 45 quest when he's 47? And it's going to be a double pull. I don't know about this. This is not filling me with confidence. We'll have a look though. We're this far already. Might as well take a peek inside. There's Gar Salthoof. Oof. Did I just pull... I've pulled those through the wall, and that is enough for me to say goodbye. Holy crap, they are thumping me. Come on, let's get out of the water. Holy crap. Not getting hit, so they have left. But yeah, this is not going to happen. That is ridiculous. How is anyone supposed to do that quest by themselves? Um, when an entire boat can just aggro through a wall and pick up everything. So, unfortunately, we have wasted a bit more time flying over here. I was thinking about trying and doing this. Where is it? This Gorilla Quest, Stranglethorn Fever, Heart of Mock. And I did have a quick look at that online, and everyone's sort of saying, yeah, look, this is very not a fun quest, so we're dumping that. And we are probably not going to come back here until this is a green quest, to be honest. Like 48, 49 maybe. I just don't see a point in risking that. That seems very, very inhospitable. So I'm going to do some more traveling. We are going to go back to Feralis and catch a boat. This is going to be a while, so I will let you guys teleport to the future, and I'll be there any second. All right, here we are. We're in the thick of things in Feralis. I wasn't recording the flight over, and I did run into the Horde town. I got chased away by a skull guard. Luckily, I was on my mount, so I was faster. I was able to get away. I am not having a good day. This is this is starting to look like a mistake that I came on today. But hey, I got to keep my quotas up. So hopefully, whatever this here is, this question mark, large leather backpacks. Large. No, I've read that wrong. The Woodpaw Knolls.
Our friends, the Woodpaw, might have gotten Rashel in the end, but something tells me that's not what occurred. Still, they're the best place to start looking. I wish I had clearer insight as to what to do, but all I have right now is search the Woodpaw camps. Go. I do know that gnolls will keep items they scavenge and fight over them. Maybe they ran across the backpacks Quint mentioned. I hadn't risked a head-on fight in past searches, but with Quint's vision on this, I say rip into them.
Okay, so apparently there are going to be things here. I don't see it. Oh no, it's right here. I was looking at the big boxes. Each bears a small insignia of Featherman's stronghold. Now that Rascal, last... yeah, this is... oh, now fat-fingered my Consecrate. I just don't want to pull this into a double pull. If you're meleeing me... Oh, there we go. Yep, there's the double pull. Just got to save my stun for the heal here. I can't let it heal. Or I could just crit it, and then it won't heal either. Low mana, low health. Be very careful here. We need to start landing some hits on this guy. That crit is very appreciated. Expect he's going to run very shortly. There we go. We are safe. Let's go back to this backpack. What was it saying? His last known whereabouts have been discovered. Continue your search for him or his remains in the Writhing Deep. According to the note, it is located to the south of the Woodpaw Knoll camps. I can do that. Indeed, it is to the south. And it is a level 46 quest. Really having some bad luck finding low 40 quests. But we'll do our best here. I mean, we did a 45 quest before that had a 47 mob to kill. Hopefully this is not like that. I would hate to have to travel somewhere else again because we can't do the quests here. It's that direction. Hey, we are halfway through though, and that was our goal for today. So we've already hit our goal. Anything past here is a bonus. Especially not dying. That would be a great bonus. Some bad vibes from myself today, but I'm going to do something stupid. Ah, okay. So this is underground, is it? Ugh, I've got bad memories of this place. Why do I have bad memories? Is it underground? Or can I just not see it through the grass? Man, I just remember farming something here. I don't know what it was, whether it was even just trying to get kills. Pretty sure I'm remembering back to the original time I leveled my warlock in classic, when classic first came out. Not hardcore, like actual classic. I remember being here and it was just packed. So hopefully that's the only reason I have a bad memory of the place. He's a fast runner. And I'm going to let him run and just heal myself. And ooze-covered mithril deposit. I hope I can get that. I don't know if the ooze covering is going to limit my ability to access it or not. Hopefully not. Let's see if we can get down here safely without doing any stupid pulls. So it's this direction. It's probably there then. We've probably got to go down to the bottom level. There's no one else there. I think we drop down and hit this guy. Oh boy. Yep, as I thought. I'm definitely doing some stupid things today. We're going to bubble and we're going to bandage. This is barely healing anything. I think my bandages have outlived their usefulness. So now we are looking for lay on hands. This thing just is not dying. Maybe we can outrange the flying one? Okay, laying on hands now. Holy crap. I think we're okay, but this was no good. Oh my god, can you die? Funny thing is, they're not even really that high level. That was just... Even if that wasn't a double pull, I feel like I would have struggled to kill that. Alright, so what can we do here if this guy also causes us problems? I don't think I have anything left. Let's land one more hit and then a judgment should finish it. Oh my goodness. Oof, we are having a lot of close calls today. I don't know what is wrong with me. Oh, of course, yes, I was supposed to go and get the new level of bandage, and I didn't do it. That is why my bandages are not healing me. So 640 when I have... Yeah, it's like less than a quarter of my health, I think. Or around about a quarter of my health. Not a lot, not a lot. I should be doing heavy mage weave. I've been saving up my mage weave cloth for when I get the heavy mage weave skill, and I just didn't fly out there to get it because I forgot. My mind is on other things. Very dangerous thing to be doing when you're playing hardcore. Let's refocus and continue on. Make sure we're playing nice and safe. No, I've already said it. Said it before, but I say it again. Let's focus up. probably only be filming for another half an hour to 40 minutes. Because it will be dinner time then. Should be it. Should be enough for an episode. I would have liked to say maybe 75% because we got to 50% so quickly, but I don't know if I trust myself at the moment. So that looked like it was patrolling a little bit, but I think we're okay. And we can mine these mithrils. Cool. I have a quest item. I had no idea. Thalinar delivery. Bring the undelivered parcel to Falfendel Waywater in Thalinar. So that's not Thalinar. Where's Thalinar? Don't see... There? Oh, it's there. Okay. Guess we'll head there after this then. It's a bit awkward. That's I have to do the long way around the camp again. Make sure I don't run into town and aggro a guard. Yeah, I don't know what it is. These tunnelers. It feels like I really struggle to kill them. It just takes forever. Having some of those would be helpful. Some big hits. So, oh, that was it. Look at the damage our Seal of Command did. That is... I think that's just bad luck. I'm going to chalk that up to bad luck. Started with a miss. Then again, this is... Alright, so this is 2 levels higher than us. That one was only 45. We've missed the seal. Seeing a trend here. Of course, it doesn't help that they're regularly reducing our armor by 50%. That's obviously making our health drop a lot faster than it should be. Getting ready to stun and heal if I have to here. Let's just do it, actually. We've hit that 20%. I don't like going below 20%. Melee and a judgment. Here we go. We might be able to get this without fighting the guy on the far side. We definitely get very close to this. You've discovered a large pod of an alien nature. The texture of the pod appears mucus, though hardened protrusions stick out from random parts of it. The pod itself has the height and width to easily encompass a humanoid inside of it, and from the faint humanoid shape visible through the skin of the pod, you surmise that this is what it indeed encapsulates. This is the dude. Free him from the hide, return to someone, and let him know that he's alive. Please tell me this isn't an escort quest that's going to get us killed. I'm just going to assume you're going to start coming this way. So I'm going to start looking and see if we can kill anything. Oh! That's it. Well, he's free, folks. Well, I wish all the escort guys that we save could just use their Hearthstone like that guy. Alright, so we need to get out of this tunnel now. Out of this tunnel area. Without doing any more double pulls, because my heart can't take any more close calls. Let's walk him up. Once we're past this barrier, I think we'll be okay. This hole. Oh, no, we won't. No, we won't. And we've got a respawn below us. This is a high-level mob. Just gonna... Oh, and okie dokie. We are running. We have our bubble ready if we need it. I'm just gonna chuck my shield on. Sword. I think at this point it's better to just run at one thing rather than pull a bunch more. Running sideways to try and make sure we don't get slowed. Big one's gone, the little one is gone, we are safe. Whew, nothing but close calls today, everywhere I'm going. Is there a flight path? Yeah, there's a flight. Okay, so maybe I'm just thinking if we go here, they might send us back down, but at the same time, I don't really want to run there, then run back. So maybe we do this. Maybe we go here, get the Yetis, hand that in, but don't start the escort quest because I don't want to die. Go down here, hand that in, fly back, and then we'll... Yeah, I think that's our plan of attack. To do that, we have to head north. We've got to... Oh, here we go. We're dodging the wildlife again. It's like Blizzard has put something on my account today to just make sure everything goes wrong. Except it's not Blizzard, it's my brain. To be fair, I am definitely a bit... I am fried at the moment. Not in a, like, I've been having drugs or anything, just the amount of everything that's been going on and lack of rests with the combined efforts of different games. I'm definitely in need of a bit of a rest. And that's going to be the plan tonight, I think. As soon as we finish this episode, go grab dinner and we're just going to have the night off and let my brain just stop thinking for a bit. It'd be easier said than done sometimes. I'm sure if you guys are gamers and you're watching this, you're probably in a very similar boat that it can be hard to switch your brain off. It's probably why you watch stuff like this. So you don't have to think, just go along for the ride with someone else. Always remember this particular spot for all those ganks. I know I talked about it on a previous episode, or the world PvP. So, I don't know, I feel like I remember this Yeti drop being low, but it should just be consistent killing, which I'm okay with. Should get us a nice little chunk of XP. Nearly choking on my water. See, it's not just the game, it's definitely me. Have to be careful when I go out to dinner. Don't do anything stupid while I'm out there as well. Alright, Yeti, so we already have someone else here. Oh, this might be an opportunity to do the group quest. I wouldn't want to do it alone, but maybe with someone else. There's no one here? Unless this is a respawn and there's more inside. How weird. All those dead bodies, but no one here. Where is the murderer? This is definitely feeling a lot easier to kill than those bugs were. Is there seriously no one here? Okay, yeah, these are definitely respawns. Someone must have just got their last hide or just done the escort quest and now that I've just come in after it. Fair enough. Well, even though these are feeling a lot easier, we've still got to be careful when they're popping back in like this. Make sure nothing pops in on us and our only way to escape is running through like 5 more things. Is it too late to start a little quiz? I have enjoyed the quizzes. an eye on my health while I'm looking this up. Okay, here's one. This one says pop quiz. First hide. I feel like these... I think the further you go in, the higher level they get. So we probably should just be sticking to the outside. Yep, let's go to the side here. You can also see the escort quest isn't here. So that's the reason the outside was cleared. Someone was here doing the escort quest. And I don't think that respawns until they're done. And from memory, you've got to run it all the way to this bridge. It's a long run. And mobs spawn along the road as you're going. I do remember that. I remember it being... It was just something you wouldn't want to do by yourself unless you were a class that's really equipped to deal with it. Something like a warlock, you know what I'm talking about. Like if 4 mobs run at you, you can fear 3 of them and kill the 4th and then just slowly stop fearing them and killing them one at a time, or just dot everything up. I don't have the kind of AoE that I would want to have to do that quest. And you know what? Maybe I would be able to do it. Maybe I'd be able to do it, or maybe I would die doing it. And when you got the 2 options of maybe I can or maybe I'll die, I think one of those evokes a stronger emotion than the other. Meanwhile, these enraged ones are out the front as well. I hadn't noticed that. I think we want the ferals. The ferals seem to... Yeah, the ferals don't have an ability, whereas the enraged one does. Alright, let's have a little look at this quiz. Take the quiz. Alright. This is not a classic quiz. It said it was, but it isn't. It's, straight away I can... Oh, what am I doing? Look at my health. Straight away I can see a question involving Mr. Pandaria, which is not classic. Oh, there is a night elf. At least I think it was a night elf. Whispers with a Z. Hello, Whispers. Do you need the escort quest? Response yet. I can see Whispers is busy. She's standing still. That means typing. No, just farming, she says. So unfortunately, unless another person comes along, we won't be doing this escort. I'm below my 20% safety margin again. Pump a few heals, then we'll have a drink. Let's find a different quiz. Okay, this should be interesting. A WoW quiz. What is your true faction? Alliance or Horde? Take the quiz. So I feel like I already know the answer to this. So it'll be interesting if we end up getting the same... well, I mean, I guess I've always played Horde, right? So I would assume it would be Horde, but maybe, in fact, I have the personality of an Alliance player. Negasister is certainly Alliance. Which approach best represents how you hold your ground in challenging situations? Confront the challenges, adapt to overcome, negotiate to find common ground, observe, plan for worst case scenario. This is actually a hard one. And this is less about WoW and more about my personality. I don't know if this is as interesting to listen to. Confront the challenges. I don't think that comes naturally, but I try to. Adapt to overcome. I think that's definitely more than confront. I definitely would adapt. Negotiate to find common ground. I definitely do that. I'm a negotiator. You know, I don't like to negotiate with terrorists, but when there's an issue, you just got to take emotion out of it. Identify everything that's happening and you can find a way through it, right? And that would be the common ground. And then observe, plan for the worst case scenario. I definitely do that as well. This is really hard. I think 3 of these all fit me in one way or another. let's narrow it down to negotiate or observe and plan for worst case scenario. I do both of those. I honestly, I feel like my step 1 is observe and then plan for worst case scenario. And then my step 2 is negotiate to find common ground. I'll go. So I plan for worst case scenarios because, in my mind, if you are prepared for the worst, you will never be surprised. It's much nicer to get a pleasant surprise than it is to get a bad surprise. So we'll go with that one. As negative as that does sound, I do find that it is quite helpful in life. And it keeps me a lot more level. I don't have the highs and lows of disappointment that some other people do when they don't plan for bad situations. Question number 2, what do you value most in a weapon? It's... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have done this as a quiz as Negasister. That would have been more interesting to hear about, but whatever. I've started already. I'll just keep going. What do you value most in a weapon? Its properties and effects, its strength and durability, its craftsmanship and elegance of its design, its versatility and adaptability. Yee, where'd this guy come from? Kind of scared me. I mean, you don't want a good-looking weapon that's shit. But you also don't want a good weapon that looks shit. Negasister would definitely go for craftsmanship and elegance of design. I'm thinking it's between that and the strength and durability. Let's just go for craftsmanship. I want my weapon to look cool. I want to look cool. And so does Negasister. Gonna slowly work my way back in here and see if I can turn this quest in, even though I don't want to do the escort. Maybe it'll give me, a couple hundred XP just for finding it. Which attribute do you value the most in your allies? Loyalty, bravery, wisdom, or cunning? This one's actually an easy one for me. It is 100% loyalty. I am a very loyal person. If you have my back, I will have your back no matter what. If you fuck up, then I will be honest with you, and I think the best way to help someone who's doing something wrong is to tell them you're fucking up, and etc. etc. But yeah, look, if you do right by me, I will do right by you. It's cool to be brave, but you can have a friend that's a coward, like Bubelion. Wisdom's handy, but you can have ignorant, stupid friends. I don't know, whatever the opposite of wisdom is. Cunning, whatever. These are all things that you can have or you can't have. But loyalty, you need the loyalty. I don't get along well with people that are not loyal. What is your preferred style of combat? Agile and swift strikes with finesse, powerful spells and arcane magic, as I'm watching my health dwindle here. Ooh. Doing well on the Yeti hides, though. Ranged attacks with precision, fierce melee combat with heavy weapons. It's going to be a bit of a toss-up here. Although my Warlock was my first character and everything, I'd have to go with either agile and swift weapons or fierce melee with heavy-handed. Like a big two-handed weapon like this, or some quick weapons like a rogue. I think stylistically, I'd probably go for a big two-hander. So let's pick that. I don't know what this has to do with Horde or Alliance, though. Yeah, excellent work. Complete. 3,900 XP. That was definitely worth it. And we're not going to bother to do the rest of it. Maybe we'll come back another time and do it. Or maybe someone else will come here while I'm killing these Yetis. How do you view the role of leadership? This will be very interesting, because I find myself in... I generally tend to end up in one type of leadership role or another in life, one way or another, whether it's in the workforce, playing games, blah, blah, blah. I think I just have the motivation to organize, and I think that's usually the most important thing that gets you pushed into leadership positions. Usually it's just no one else wants to do it, so... So how do I view the role of leadership? Leading by example and inspiring others, collaborative and democratic decision-making, commanding and asserting authority, wise guidance. I mean, they're all pretty good in their own way. In fact, you kind of, if you want to be successful in leadership, you kind of need a little bit of everything there. Leading by example and inspiring others, you definitely have to do that. You can't expect anyone to do something that you wouldn't be willing to do yourself. For example, you know, we don't have anyone that ever wants to be benched, including myself. I don't want to be benched from the roster ever. But it has to happen because we have a bigger roster. So what does that mean? It means I have to bench myself, because how do I expect anyone to sit on the bench if I'm not willing to do it myself? Thankfully, I haven't had to bench myself too often, but it has happened. So yeah, you have to lead by example. Collaborative and democratic decision making. I'm a big survey guy. I'm always putting surveys out to make sure everyone is feeling like they are involved in the decision-making process, even if they're not. Wink, wink. I think it's very important to include people. I do think that there's a real big downside to that, though. You can definitely go too far in that direction, and that's when you get too many cooks in the kitchen, and then you just end up nothing ever gets done if you're too collaborative. So although I do like that, because of that, I probably have to strike that one off. Even though it's important, maybe it's less important. You see that pretty much everywhere at the moment. In my opinion, so inclusivity is a very big thing in today's society. Making sure that everyone's involved, everyone's included. But you can kind of, if you go too far in that direction, you can have people in roles that shouldn't be in those roles. And they're in there for the wrong reason, and it kind of hurts a team environment because of that. Anyway, I try to avoid any kind of political talk because people are just way too invested in that kind of stuff. Even if I have sort of, I think the best way with that kind of stuff is just to agree to disagree. I've got my views of how, best to organize stuff like that, and I know other people have other ideas, and neither is right or wrong. It's just two different approaches, and different approaches will fit different groups. So I'll move right along. So leading by example would be above collaborative. Commanding and asserting authority, I think, is in the same boat as collaborative. Both of them are very important, but both of them can go way too far, and that is the flip side of involving everyone, is asserting too much authority and acknowledging that, if you're the only one making decisions, well, guess what? You can be wrong as well. Everyone can be wrong, and if you're too assertive, too authoritative, you're just going to push people away, and you're going to be in charge of nothing in the end. So we're still leading by example, still leading here at the moment. Final one, wise guidance. I mean, that's great. So I'm gonna go leading by example, even though I didn't think when I first read these that would be the one I'd be picking. But I'll chuck it in there. I think I've spent too much time on that question. How do you prefer to spend your downtime in Azeroth? We finally got an actual World of Warcraft question here. Immersing yourself in lore and questing. This is downtime. So does downtime kind of suggests when you're not doing your main thing, which for me would be raiding. So immersing yourself in lore and questing, participating in cultural events and celebrations, engaging in challenging PvP battles, exploring new zones and uncovering secrets. I'm actually going to say participating in cultural events and celebrations, as funny as that sounds. We do a lot of fun events with my group, and they're the things that I enjoy the most, to be honest. Like organising the event for Who's Going to Get Shadowmourne that we did recently. All the legendary stuff, we always put events together, fun competitions for folks. That's probably the stuff I enjoy the most. even though it's not that regular. So maybe that's not maybe that's not so much my downtime. And when they're saying cultural events and celebrations, maybe it's they're not really thinking about the same thing that I'm thinking of. But whatever, that'll be my response. We're at question 7 of 10, by the way. What role do you usually gravitate towards in group activities? Tank, healer, melee damage dealer, range damage dealer, or crowd control and utility specialist? My natural role is tank. I like controlling the pace. I think that generally I like being the tank position, even though I'm not currently tanking anything in any of the games I'm playing, just for a bit of a change. Oh, we're going to miss this boat, I think. Actually, no, we don't care about this boat. We swim this one because the boat goes south. So that's fine. Are we going to make this? Okay, the new goal is touch the boat. Oh, it's moving. Oh. Oh. Oh, we made it. Okay, when is this going to get the closest? It's never really going to get close. Let's just jump. I was just waiting to see fatigue pop up immediately like the last time we were here. And being stuck in the middle. Alright, yeah, so we put tank. Question 8. How important is tradition and heritage to you? Paramount. I value innovation over it, or it's important, but so is adaptation. Okay. So what's the difference between innovation and progress and adaptation? I guess the adaptation one is supposed to be middle ground, and I'm going to go middle ground. I like to be the... I think because there are always multiple ways to do different things, I think there are always pluses and minuses of both, and adapting and using the best parts of everything is the best way to do it normally. So let's go there. How do you communicate while playing WoW? Messages, emotes, memes, you only communicate if you need to share tactics. Well, I talk when I play WoW. I'm on Discord. That is not an option. But out of those, I guess messages. You can't emote and meme while playing WoW. Not that I know of, at least, without add-ons. So go messages. How do you feel personal freedom? Oh, sorry. How do you value personal freedom and individuality? Embrace personal freedom and self-expression at all costs. Value personal freedom with a collective society. Balance personal freedom with societal harmony. It's going to shock everyone, but I'm going to pick the balanced one. I think it's great to be yourself, but I don't think it's an excuse to upset everyone around you just because you like to be yourself and like to be different. Like, I'm sure you've all met that guy. That guy is very confident in who they are. They're not trying to upset anyone. They're just being themselves. But every week or so, you'll hear from someone who got upset because this person said something particularly harsh to them, which may or may not have been true. I think I don't like that, quote unquote, that guy. I think time and place for everything. So I'm going balance.
The entire stronghold can't even begin to thank you for your great deed.
Yeah.
Rachel would have been dead without your timely aid.
I am great.
Your assistance came to us without even so much as the whisper of a mercenary's fee. You bear the mark of a true hero.
That's right.
You will always have a friend in Ginro Hearthkindle. Adventurer General Chandra's Feathermoon would like to speak with you personally.
Ooh.
No doubt she wants to thank
Don't need
you
either of
for
these.
service to the stronghold. But I do know that
Go to Darnassus, not again.
you about the insect creatures that you and Rashel faced in southern Feralis. The reports of those Zukash insects are frightening, to say the least. General Feathermoon is waiting for you in the main compound.
Adventurer, I give you my warmest thanks for the aid you've given us. Your bravery in the face of overwhelming odds has warranted a reward worth 1,000 times greater. Nevertheless, I hope you accept this on behalf of the entire stronghold. Now, if I may, I'd like to ask for your aid
Interesting.
one more time. In light
Rested
of the
XP is telling me
discovery of
this
the
is an
Duhaj
upgrade. I've
hive
never seen
here in
that before.
Feralis, I think you're the best choice for this mission. I am entrusting...
I mean, that would be an upgrade for DPS, but I like sticking to my appropriate armor type, so I am going to take that and sell it. Oh, he's got more. Rage Scar Yeti. Oh, they're up there, and they're not going to be done yet. That's 48 quest. Okay, so I am going to fly along and turn in the 2 quests, one there and one in Darnassus. That's something that I can do by myself. So thanks for keeping me company on this interesting episode with... Oh, by the way, I finished the quiz. Thank you for taking the quiz. No pressure if you're not comfortable with sharing your name. It's completely... I've got to give them my name to get my results. So let's just say, Neg, get my results. I am for the Alliance, apparently. The Alliance embodies nobility, honor, and a steadfast commitment to justice. As an Alliance champion, you are guided by a strong moral compass and a deep sense of righteousness. Your commitment to noble ideals and the pursuit of a better world makes you an indomitable force. You strive to uphold the values of unity, cooperation, and diplomacy in all your actions, seeking peaceful resolutions wherever possible. And there's a bunch more to read as well. All I can guess is that the Horde answers would have been the more chaotic ones, where you're not kind of like... I'm guessing Alliance's balance and Horde is the more sort of like aggressive, like the leadership one where you were talking about... God, I don't remember what it said, but yeah, that's my thought. So I am an Alliance, maybe Negasister. Negasister was me all along. And speaking of Negasister, she's going to wish you a good day, good night. And we'll see you on the next episode. See you next time.